Hey, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to another Marvel Legend review. Today we're going to take a look at the GameStop exclusive, Cowboy Wolverine. Straight out of the packaging, looking pretty cool, looking real casual, looking like he's straight out of Texas, but he's from Canada. So the back of the box reads, Wolverine is a nearly indestructible mutant with a gruff attitude and the formidable fighting skills to back it up. And that is about the vaguest description of Wolverine you will ever hear. So this version of Wolverine's more the casual version. I really like it. I'm glad that Hasbro is consistently giving us different versions of Wolverine. I believe this is maybe the 11th or 12th Wolverine that we've gotten since Hasbro released the brown suit Wolverine. And this one's a lot like the Legendary Rider series Wolverine, but this one's more the cowboy style. I'm not really sure what series this comes from or what story this was, but I'm a fan of the style, I'm a fan of the look. Any variation of Wolverine is pretty cool in my opinion. So we did get an alternate head, and the alternate head is the exact same one that came with the 80th anniversary Ninja Wolverine. It just doesn't have that black smear around his eyes, which is pretty cool. We'll take a look at that figure too and do a little size comparison. Other than that, he came with two open pairs of hands, and he came with this blade. I actually forget the name of it right now, but this blade is the one thing that could actually kill Wolverine. Any mutant with like a healing factor, this actually like stops it from the atoms. So it has some special material where if it cuts into Wolverine, it like cuts his atoms and he can't rejuvenate the healing factor. He actually did, spoiler alert, kill Sabretooth with this thing in one of the series, but Sabretooth is back now, so that's not really a big deal. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the accessories, for what he came with. Let's go ahead and dive into the aesthetics of this figure and do some size comparisons. Alright, so aesthetically there's not a whole lot going on with this Logan, but I really do like the fact that they gave us this alternate head with the cowboy hat. Now every single version of this Wolverine is going to have that chip at the very top of the hat. I looked all through the ones they had at my GameStop and there was not one without it. And in the Marvel Legend communities, I'm seeing that pretty much there's no way around it. Everybody's getting it. Mine actually has a little like nub in his joint right here, and I can't articulate his forearm any further than that. I'm gonna have to go in with a X-Acto knife and cut that out. But other than that, this is a good figure. I really do like it. I mean, the hat thing is just a minor gripe, but that thing is probably a production error. I'll go ahead and clean that up. It's not the biggest deal. But yeah, I do like this head sculpt. I like the hat. The face is a little too friendly in my opinion for Logan. He's not very friendly or the nicest person, so the fact that he's smiling and smirking is kind of funny. I would have rather got like a grin, or well, I guess that is a grin. I would have been happier with a more smug, angry face, but this one is pretty cool. So other than these minor production errors, I'm pretty happy with this figure. I think the head sculpt came out pretty good. I do wish he was a little more angry, a little more smug than that, but it came out pretty good. I like the hat, other than the chip, it came out good. The way the hair comes out the back is really good. The shirt has that type of wife beater texture that we're all familiar with, so I like that. And then it has the little bands, like the shirt's being stretched out. That's a really cool feature. Again, on his chest and the rib cage right there. I like the fact that he has the hair coming out the chest and the hair on his arms, because Wolverine is known for being a short hairy, smelly guy. So I like the fact that they added the hair, the nice little details like that. And moving on down to his belt, he's got that nice belt buckle, real cowboy looking belt. And then moving on down, I actually really like the shade that they did in these jeans. It has more of like a white in the front there than like a darker shade inside the seams. So that's really cool. I really like that feature. Moving down, he has the black boots, which is real basic and I think is an appropriate look for this style. Alright, and for Articulation, it's a basic figure. The only thing I'm kind of disappointed in is I really wish they gave us the butterfly joints. Wolverine is a character that is highly necessary for him to have butterfly joints. And I really wish they gave us the updated claws that they gave us with the X-Force Wolverine. That would have been really cool. But other than that, it's a good figure. I'm really happy with this figure. Articulation is solid too. It's just like any other Wolverine, so nothing unfamiliar there. Quick size comparison here. I have the Tiger Stripe Wolverine on his right, and it looks like his head's a little bit smaller, but I think it has something to do with the mask being on, you know, like his hair's being pushed down and everything like that. So I feel like because he's wearing the mask, it looks a little bit shorter than the other two figures. But if you look at the shoulders, they're actually right on par with each other. So there's really no size difference between the three. And looking on his left, I have the 80th anniversary retro Wolverine, and that's a really basic figure, and I never really was going to review that figure, but as you can see, he does have the butterfly joints and this new Cowboy Wolverine does not. Wolverine, it's just the fact that they didn't give him the butterfly joints. Had we got those butterfly joints, we could have done so much more with this Logan. Alright, and for another really quick size comparison, on his right I have the Jim Lee Cyclops, and they look really good next to each other. I feel like Wolverine in his casual outfit and Cyclops in this uniform could still work in any shot. You know, more like Wolverine's taking the day off and he's going to give Cyclops the middle finger, something like that. And on his left we have the X-Force, Phoenix Force, Cyclops, and I feel like even the two of them look really good next to each other. Like Wolverine's on vacation and Cyclops shows up to give him a mission. So I feel like that would be a really cool setup. Even though they're different era of costumes, I think the three of these could still work together in a shot. And for another real quick size comparison, because Wolverine is involved with everybody, on his right I have the Colossus, and as you can see he's towering over him, and that's a pretty accurate look. Colossus is pretty huge and Wolverine's pretty short, so they look really good next to each other. And on his left we have the Walgreens exclusive Magic figure, and that's a teenage buck, and I feel like they look really good next to each other as Wolverine is one of the teachers at the mutant institution, and they look really good next to each other. Alright guys, like I said, this is a really cool version of Wolverine. I'm pretty happy to have him. I'm happy with the fact that Hasbro's putting out different variations of Wolverine. It's a really cool figure. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and set up for some display shots. If you guys haven't already, please do subscribe, leave a comment, leave a like, let me know what you guys are thinking of these videos, and let's go ahead and set up for some displays. Well, alright guys, here's my little setup that I'm doing with this Wolverine. I got him set up in like a garage. He's taking his big old chopper in for some work. Basically that's what I want to do. The shot's actually taking me a couple of days. It's actually the weekend. I think I shot this video on Tuesday. Just crazy busy with work, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish setting this up, take a couple shots, and then I'm gonna finish up this video. So if you guys haven't already, please do subscribe, please leave a comment, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.